July isn't a super busy month for video games, but I think I have a few titles that you guys should at least check out. Whether you're a cop with a bionic arm, stuck in a time loop, or you're a mother vixen just trying to keep your kids safe in this cruel world, this list should have something for everyone. What's going on, my fellow game heads? It's your boy Dre. Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into today's video, but before we do, cue that intro. If you're a 90s kid like me, there's no way you didn't get exposed to Digimon growing up. Next to Pokemon, I look at Digimon as the second most popular monsters as a pet franchise in the 90s. You were either a fan of both or one of them. Digimon is like that fun uncle that you think is really cool but no one else in the family really likes to talk about. Which I don't know, I feel like Digimon is somehow kinda underrated, but it undoubtedly has its fan base. Now in Digimon Survive, it's being labeled as a visual novel with RPG elements set in the Digimon universe. I can't use videos because the last time I spoke about a Bandai product, I was hit with a copyright claim, so I'm gonna put pictures up and try to hopefully, fingers crossed, they don't hit me with another one. But I'll post links in the description if you guys want to see the actual trailer. This game reportedly faced a bunch of delays, but is finally coming in July. Now there are a number of classic RPG elements to expect, but with an interesting twist for starters. Like I said, it's a visual novel, which is where I think the karma system comes into play. The karma system essentially dictates the story of the game based on the decisions that are made and the dialogue choices. And I think it also affects how your Digimon digivolves. When it comes to combat in Digimon Survive, it plays like a tactical style RPG, complete with grid maps, turn-based combat, and you're also allowed up to 10 Digimons into a single battle. Like Pokemon, you have the ability to recruit monsters as you encounter them or just defeat them. You don't have to catch them all. If you're a fan of tactical RPGs or you have a knack for befriending digital monsters to go on a grand adventure, then go check out Digimon Survive. If you're a fan of the Xenoblade franchise, then you pretty much know what to expect. I'm not too familiar with the Xenoblade lore or the games, but I have friends who are big fans of the series who would let me have it if I didn't mention it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are fans as well, so here you go. For those who don't know, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is an action JRPG set in the world of Ionos. Am I saying that correctly? Don't shoot me. You follow Noah, who's the main protagonist, and his party of 6, Mio, Uni, Senna, Lance, and Teon. But you can also recruit residents of Ionos as a 7th member of the team, which are called heroes. Now, I think that's pretty dope. That's kind of dope. Another thing you can do is fuse 2 members of your party a la Potara style, which is called the Ouroboros. It's one of your strongest offensive moves in the game. Something else I think is pretty dope. This game is also compatible with the Amiibo, which can grant you in-game loot. An expansion is also currently available at an additional cost at I think $30. If you're looking to go all in Xenoblade 3, you have loads of content to dig into. So I actually played a demo of this game, which is currently available on Steam. I enjoyed it. It's pretty much what it says on the box, which is a 3D platformer roguelike action adventure game. You know, those kind of games. I don't think it's complex as it wants to be, but I did think the concept was pretty cool nonetheless. You can tell it was created by a smaller developer, but it's not a deal breaker by any means. If anything, it makes me appreciate this game even more. Like I mentioned, Looplanter is a roguelike platformer set in a cyberpunk backdrop. And the story is basically this. You play Jang, a private eye who's investigating the disappearance of a famous journalist. Now, during his investigation, he's subsequently killed and somehow wakes up back in his apartment. And before he can process what happened, he gets a call about a new case, which is the same case of the missing journalist. So yeah, cyberpunk Groundhog Day. The action is pretty fast-paced, which action junkies like myself will appreciate. The cyberpunk aesthetic is really pretty, and I sometimes kind of forget it's an indie title. Dialogue is kind of cheesy, but overall the game looks great. It looks like a fun time, so you guys should just go check it out. Now, Madison is giving me some serious PT vibes. I'm almost certain this is where the inspiration came from. In Madison, you play Luca, who I guess is being haunted by Madison based on what I read in the synopsis, who's being forced to commit unspeakable acts that started decades ago, and I think you have to find some way to break away from the demon. Now, I don't know much about the game, but I know it's creepy as... but I love that. There's an interesting mystery here that I'm dying to solve. Speaking of solving, there are loads of puzzles to solve, or this interesting new mechanic which you use your camera to solve other puzzles. This entire game just looks like a very terrifying experience and I can't wait to play it. So if you're down for the fright, check out Madison when it drops. Now these didn't make the list, but I still think they're pretty cool, so check them out. Lost alone and separated from family, a stray cat must untangle an ancient mystery to escape a long-forgotten cyber city and find their way home. I don't know about you guys, but that seems like quite the task for a feline. Anyways, Stray looks pretty as hell. I love the neon lit streets. There's also this gritty aspect to the surrounding as well. I'd love to know where the developer got the inspiration for this game because it's pretty interesting. The game seems like will be made up mostly of stealth and puzzle solving and escaping enemies. I'm not sure if there's anything else to the gameplay, but concept itself is interesting and I think people should really check it out. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If this is your first time here, my channel is dedicated on video game updates and a bunch of other gaming related content. So if you're into stuff like that, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on all my upcoming videos. Again, thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Dre. Playa on Playa. Peace.